Hello again in this instalment of Spiritual Wisdom. I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here and to have this little community here on YouTube. And if you're new here, my name is Nicholas, and on my channel I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, manifestation, spirituality, and all types of magical and spiritual topics. So if you're interested in those types of things, this is a channel for you. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified each time I post a new video. Today I'm going to talk about a very important art which is going to help you a lot in life. Now in school I was part of a debating club. I had a good friend and we'd have a lot of good debates and I'd make good arguments, good points, or counter arguments to that. But there are a time in a debate where you have to say agree to disagree. It's so wise to understand that you're going to have your beliefs in life, you're going to have what you believe, you're going to have your perspective, which is important, and it's important to stay true to your beliefs and ideas. Yes, it's a good idea to be open-minded, to be open to other people's beliefs, ideas, suggestions, but you should only adapt someone else's beliefs or ideas if they make sense to you. If you go, well, I can see, I do believe the same as you, that resonates with me, we can be open to changing our beliefs, but that's a healthy thing to do, but only if we feel we want to do that. But with agree to disagree, it's simply saying that's what that person thinks. They're always going to think that because they believe that very strongly, and they've got a very strong belief in what they believe in. To disagree is just, you can disagree with someone but respectfully. Like, for example, in this country there's been a lot of division or big debates. For example, when it came to Scottish independence, a lot of Scottish people were all for Scottish independence, but there was a lot of Scottish people and, people that were pro the union and were against independence. Now, I was one of them, and my good friend at school was also against, and Scottish independence. But there were a lot of people that supported Scottish independence. But at the time I was not as knowledgeable as I am now, but I learned that later on to respectfully disagree with somebody. You don't call someone an idiot because they've got a different opinion or a different belief than you. You don't call them an idiot. You just simply say, I don't see things that way. You respect what they believe, but you don't say they're an idiot or a fool for thinking what they do. You just simply tell that friend, that family member, whoever it is, but you don't see things that way. Another example of this in spiritual circles is there's people that believe that their path is the only path, the true path. There's people that want the true path to God, and from my perspective, there are many paths to God. There are no, God will come into your life in a way that makes sense to you, but there's no true way to see God. There's no one way to find God. There's not one path that's so holy and right. So if someone did say that their way is the only way, the true way, that is someone to be wary of and very skeptical of, but it's also someone to just simply respectfully disagree with, say that you don't see things that way. To that friend or whoever it may be, you just stand your ground and just tell that individual, well, you don't see things that way. It's the same, there's individuals that believe in hell, who follow a Christian path, they believe in heaven and hell, and some limbo as well, but they have a right to believe in that. That is their belief, they have a right, but you just have to simply say to that individual who's preaching or trying to force their beliefs on you, you have to say to them, you don't see things that way. And you can always respectfully disagree with people. Sometimes they're not going to like your answer because some people want to control other people. They don't want to give you light. There's a lot of people in life that might, they wear the robes so well. They might be high up in a specific religion, a specific faith, and they don't want to help you. They don't want to give you wisdom or knowledge. They just want to take control over you, and they need you to believe in what they believe in, or they need you to follow them blindly to have power over you. So it's not, some people, not all Catholic priests are like that, not all religious figures. There's some like any religious community, there's good and there's good and kind people that practice what they preach, and then there's hypocrites that don't practice what they preach. And there's a lot of people in the Catholic religion, there's a lot of priests but they don't have spiritual enlightenment or wisdom. It's more they're on a power trip. That's what they've got, a power trip, not wisdom or knowledge, a power trip. And they want to control other people as well. So there's that side of things as well. And that happens in almost any religious community. It can also happen in spiritual circles as well. But at the end of the day, it's just so important to stay true to yourself and what you believe, but at the same time, respectfully disagree with people. Because at the end of the day, people have got so many beliefs, so many ideas, and a lot of when anything to do with spirituality, it all comes down to what an individual believes. And if it's like a religion, so Christians believe certain things, Muslims believe certain things, Jewish people believe certain things, Buddhist people have certain beliefs. So that is factual in the sense those who follow that religion or that belief system have those beliefs in some way or capacity. Spirituality is not necessarily a religion. There are certain spiritual traditions, but for the most part, spirituality is not a religion. So it's very eclectic spirituality in the sense spirituality has got a mixture of Eastern beliefs and a lot of occult sort of beliefs and practices, and also so many beliefs blended together. And everyone's spiritual path is going to be different because most of us on a spiritual path, and the spiritual path runs very eclectic, and it's right for the individual because spirituality doesn't fall into the realm of strict beliefs or order or strict beliefs, rules, or that. For the most part, spirituality is very eclectic. There are certain spiritual paths and traditions, but for the most part, most of us in a spiritual journey, our path is very eclectic and is a blend of different beliefs and ideas, some of them personal, some of them rooted in a specific tradition or practice. But at the end of the day, it's so important to agree to disagree. That's what you think, and you have every right to believe what you believe, but just respectfully disagree with someone is to say, I don't see things the way you do. And that's all it is. It's not tearing people down. Now, if your beliefs are hateful, negative, they will be challenged and have a right to be challenged. I've spoke about that in the channel. But if your beliefs are racist, homophobic or sexist, they have a right to be challenged. But if your beliefs are rooted in a religion or practice, and your beliefs are not harmful, you have every right to believe in that. If you want to believe in heaven, hell, limbo, or even I'm going to talk about the devil in later videos, but if you want to believe in the devil, that is your choice. But to disagree with someone is just to simply say, I don't see things that way. It's the same in politics, it can happen as well. Where, because we had Brexit, a lot of people thought Brexit was a great idea and they voted for Brexit. Some people thought Brexit was a terrible idea. And now we've happened, and now a lot of us have made that vote to leave the EU. We're having to deal with the consequences of that decision. But at the end of the day, it's so important to just simply agree to disagree with people and just understand that people have got their opinion, their idea, they believe it very strongly, like a fist or a rock. Someone believes what they believe very strongly. And you can't change what that person believes. And you shouldn't really try and change what other people believe because they're always going to believe that regardless. Maybe as they have experiences in life and things go on, they might be open to change or they might change their belief. But it's simply understanding. With this art, agree to disagree, it's understanding someone's got their belief. They're rooted in it, they're very strong, they're not open to new ideas or concepts, or sometimes people are open to new ideas and concepts, but they just believe what they believe very strongly, and you as an individual just have to say to that person, well, I respect what you believe in, but I don't see things that way, and respectfully disagree. And it is an art, and it takes time to learn. As always, sharing my knowledge with you, my wisdom, giving you the sage, and it saves so much time in life, so much time and energy to just simply agree to disagree with someone, but it takes time to learn this beautiful art. Until next time, stay safe, stay wise, stay magical and witchy. Blessed be.